not what I want. So.
Yeah. And that's dangerous because then I go crazy.
That's how. Yeah.
Come on.
Did you see his
Oh yeah,
reaction?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Someone has to do the job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all right. Depends.
Depends on the broth.
Yeah.
We all have different backgrounds. We've worked in different places from different countries, and so we have different perspectives on things. And so also our experience in creating, or how we maybe season something, or how we dress something would be a little bit different. And so sometimes we bring it to the table, and then kind of present it to the other guys, and then kind of bounce ideas off each other, and it works better that way.
So
as long,
we all kind of have the same goal at the end of the day. So it's like it doesn't matter how we do certain things or whatever, we all want to achieve the same thing, which is like the most important thing. So we don't let ego sort of get in the way of what we're trying to achieve, basically.
This guy. Usually.
yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
Just like to play around a little bit. It's like a balance. Sometimes I like quite traditional things, and I do often things very traditional. But then I also like to go a little crazy and kind of balance it out.
You watch his thoughts wander sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Sometimes I just like sit there and like look at a wall, just get inspired by a wall.
it's really weird. Yeah.
But there's like some gears turning, little gears, but big gears. But yeah, just I like to
think we
kind
all
of
pretty much
go
agree.
down rabbit
Yeah.
holes sometimes and explore some stuff.
Yeah.
and just
We
play,
kind of have
you
to
know.
pull him back a little bit. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, come on.
he
come
starts
on.
talking and you're just like, oh, I don't know about that.
I haven't
Anything
tried it yet,
recent?
but I wanted to do like a salmon roe sack filled with salmon roe, like a spherified roe sack, except it's like, you know, it comes out as like a sack and you cut it and like salmon roe leaks out. I don't think it's like too crazy, but I think I haven't had the opportunity to play with it yet. We wanted to do a tartare or a take on it, but not traditional seasoning. Yeah, and so we just bought a bunch of sauces from the markets, and I was like smelling them all. It was like, okay, and then there was one that I was like, okay, that smells like something that's familiar to me, and it's a shrimp oil. It's a local seasoning that they use. And then I was like, okay, so now we have a kind of a savory umami base that's a little bit seafoody. So you season the beef, and then normal tartare has like capers and cornichons for like texture, and also like pickly and crunch and salty preserved flavor. And so I was like, okay, so what would be the Taiwanese equivalent of that? And so we use preserved daikon, so it gives the same crunch and kind of saltiness. And then we have pickled red onions, because that's good with tartare. Salt, pepper. And then we also have egg yolk confit, so it's like a cooked egg gel kind of, because the tartare has that. We just try to do it a little bit differently, a little bit modernize it a bit. And then we have clam mayo, because I like seafood and beef. I think it's a good combination.
We started doing a dessert last year with cucumber, celery, and yogurt. It's kind of interesting because it is using vegetables rather than using fruits or chocolate or whatever. To do it, yeah.
This one?
Yeah. A lot of it was just feeling that Taiwan was underrepresented for the quality of the things that they had.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, no one's there. Let's go there. Let's try to do something new or interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, for a lot of people, Taiwan is maybe a second-tier city. It's not like one of the world capitals, but I think that makes it a little bit more interesting because it's an island, right? All islands have like things that are only available there that aren't available elsewhere, and so that makes it more interesting too. Taiwan is already a very lush, kind of like subtropical climate, and so there's a lot of stuff there, and so
Yeah, I think
just
we all
needed
feel like
somebody
Taiwan is
to
very
get on.
underrated. It's not like there's nothing there. It's just no one talks about it because all our background is from, you know, like Western fine dining restaurants. So we're all still very modern European style, I would say. But we just put a lot of focus on using local ingredients and very produce driven.
Someone described it once as Taiwanese, so it's like Taiwanese products, but with like European sort of techniques.
I think it's very hard to define a certain style by like traditional standard nowadays, because it's just like, you know, now a lot of chefs travel everywhere and they come from different backgrounds. Like this Chinese guy cooking Western food in Japan, it's like using Japanese produce. It's like, how do you define his cooking? Because nowadays, your history, your background, like
loads of crossover.
yeah,
Everything
your
is kind of-
culture, everything's just influenced your cooking a little bit.
I mean, if you look at like Asia's 50 best #1 right now, Gagan, he's an Indian guy cooking Indian Japanese food in Bangkok, and it's just like, how do you categorize that? It's like, it doesn't matter. It tastes good. It's like, you don't have to so narrowly categorize it into exactly what it is and define it and like what can you do and what can you not do. If I go to France and there's loads of Japanese people opening restaurants there now, I have like complete faith. I'm not like, oh, that guy's not French, I'm not gonna eat French modern food from him, because the mindset often is similar, even though the techniques might be different. These days, there's a lot of crossover. And it's just kind of based on where you are and the influences you have for maybe design or the style that you like, and that just, it fits where you are. Like, it's the same. You wouldn't pick up like Noma and put it in Oklahoma and call it the same restaurant, right? It's just, that's not what it is. It's a reflection of where it is and when it is, and trying to represent, you know, where and who you are the best way you can. And so at the moment we're in Taipei, and so yeah, we go that direction. No issue. Yeah.
Definitely. He goes crazy on Amazon.
Yeah. I do go crazy sometimes.
The amount of times we'll be working at the restaurant and then all of a sudden the delivery turns up and it's like, oh, what's this? And then we just open it up and there's a new gadget that Richie's found.
Yeah, loads of stuff.
He has a lot as well.
He does.
I like to collect a lot of things. Well, I mean, just to play with things, right? It's just keeps things interesting. I just bought a tortilla press.
I bought two.
Because he always has to one-up me. But
I just had, I'll beat him. You have one? I bought two.
Yeah.
Spinzel? What's that?
Spin. Yeah, actually, I have a spin. We have a Searsall coming, or we have a Searsall, and I have a Spinzall coming, which is Dave Arnold's like personal centrifuge. Yeah, it's like a centrifuge except it's small. It looks like a Robocoup, like a food processor, except it's smaller. Make some clear juices, or you can make oils very quickly, consommes and stuff. So yeah, should be fun.
Definitely me, huh?
Yeah.
My wife is Taiwanese, so
Yeah.
That's true.
that's a tricky one.
Yeah. The local Thai is amazing.
So Macau is a wild pepper that used widely by the Aboriginal. So it's not really commercialized. It's a very unique product. It smells like citrus, ginger. It's got a very distinct and amazing aromas. So we use it to make oil infusion, make dessert, ice cream, cocktails. We dehydrate them, grind them into powder, and season things. And so we use it like in many different forms. It's definitely one of our favorite ingredients.
So I think the cabbages in Taiwan are really good.
Yeah, they're very sweet. It's very firm as well. Yeah, very flavorful. Yeah, because they grow it in high mountain. In Chinese they call it like gaoshan, gaolicai. So it's like high mountain cabbages, and the size is massive as well. It's about 2 to 3 kilos each. Trying to turn that very humble ingredient into something different. Pretty much burn the whole cabbage for one whole day, and then it's roasting in the oven for the whole day until we serve it. And it's all charred and black and burned outside. The inside is all caramelized, so it gives a very distinct flavor.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
nice-
Wow. Great.
Yeah.